Hi, I have to do it as a part 2 because the camera just cut out. But let me start with my introduction, even though we're going to go straight into it. Probably only going to be about 10 minutes. Hello, I'm Asherah and welcome to my unique PhD journey. I'm exploring dissociative identity disorder and psychosis alongside conscious expansion, blending a 3D academic world with my 5D spiritual practices. I'm also training as a shamanic practitioner and bringing my gifts as a clairvoyant and a medium. As we dive in, please note, keep telling you about this shadow. As we dive in, please note that when I am channeling spirit, the insights are personal and spiritual. They are not clinical. While I have academic training in mental health, this journey is about authentic, multidimensional exploration. So let's embark on this journey together and uncover the intersections of spirit and science. So as I was saying, what was I saying actually? Blood clot. Look at that. Honestly, it's crazy, isn't it? But just the kind of the energy of it, of the energy that I'm feeling that I was talking about. Oh, I'm losing it. Don't you just... Oh, I do. I fucking jump timelines and then I'm on some next shit. Remixing or summarizing. Fear and faith cannot coexist. There's a thin line between the feeling of fear and excitement, and it's understanding to be in a balance of that. Understanding that there's healing to be done on multiple dimensions. It's not just the healings of the multiple selves within self. So I know that I've had to do healing on my inner child, my divine masculine, my divine feminine, my divine empress, my higher self. There's even more selves. If I'm honest, like there's at least 2 more of me, because the narrator is another me. I know that there is a 6th me that I don't even know, that I'm coming to understand. So for example, when I was in Bali, I'd left my room messy. I never leave my room messy. But I'm seeing a side of me that I do not recognize, that is still a side of me. And it's very exciting to really understand this side of me. So how it was explained to me, if you see like a cube, a 3-dimensional cube, you know that there are 4 sides round the sides of it, like 4 sides round the side of that cube, then the top one. And we know that when we're facing the cube, the side at the back of the cube is the shadow side, the side that we don't really see about ourselves, or the side that we don't want to see. But then we don't always remember the face that's on the floor, this 6th side. And it's that side that we don't know. It's the hidden self, the hidden, our blind spot self. And that's who I'm coming to know. That's who I'm coming to understand. And it's mind-blowing. And accept at the same time and laugh about it, because that hidden self of me is a complete contradiction of everything that I thought I was. I'm a neat person, OCD, but this hidden self's a messy bitch, man. And she's actually okay being in mess. And I'm thinking, who are you? This would give us a heart attack. Like, all of us are like, ah! She's, you know what I mean? Like there's a self of me that I am coming to understand. And I'm like, rare. I did not know about this about myself. You know what I mean? I'm a walking blood clot contradiction. The other day, last week, I was on the bed just rolling, laughing. Because one of us turned around and said, oh, I don't like popcorn. I mean, I don't like corn. I don't like corn because I don't believe corn should be eaten because of the way it passes through you. It's like plastic, really. And then one of my sons was like, well, I like popcorn. And the other one was like, well, I like cornmeal. And the other one was like, well, I like corn on the cob. I was like, what the fuck? There's me giving a big protest about not liking corn. But everybody, and it's just them little things I'm finding out about myself. You know, in the most funniest way. Like, it's kind of like, it's childlike. It's childlike. It's yeah, that's how I feel. I feel brand new. I feel like a child rediscovering myself. Like, I've never known myself so intimately. I've never known myself so intensely. I've never known myself so deeply. I've never been so in love with myself as I am right now. And all I can think about is how deeper and deeper and deeper this love for myself is. And when I think about how much I love myself and how much I have yet to love myself, it just warms me up and brings me joy and just raises my energy, raises my frequency. And it just leads me to love myself even more. And That love that I have for myself is no different to the love that the divine has for me and the ancestors have for me. And as they rain down their love on me and make me know that I am so spectacular, I am so loved, I am so gifted, I am so honored, they are so proud of me. And they're proud of me because of my testimonies. They're proud of me because of how I'm stepping out. They're proud of me for how I'm listening, how I'm being obedient, how I'm honoring, how I'm being a servant, how I'm being selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've surrendered completely, 100% surrendered. And one of the girls on my shamanic course, she was like, you know what? Don't you think that sounds controlling? And I said, well, why do you say that? And she said, well, maybe I'm projecting, but it just seems like you give spirit a lot of control. I said, it's definitely not control. It's through learned experiences that I have learned that if I do something my way, or do something opposite to what the ancestors are telling me to do, I'm guaranteed to fall down that pit. You gotta say, like, he's tried and tested so many times. You know how many times I've been in the car bawling and saying, Spirit, I'm ready to let go of the blood clot handle, and still been holding onto the handle. Too scared to let Spirit take the wheel, man. And now I'm just like, nah, this is like one of them fucking Tesla cars, man. Yo, you drive, Spirit drives. I'm sitting in the back seat. I know shit. If Spirit says go up, I'm going up. And if Spirit says go down, I'm going down. And nobody can't tell me nothing. Nobody can't come in here and say to me, go left, and Spirit saying go right. No, them days are over. I'm in such a covenant with the Almighty. The Almighty has shown me everything I have asked to be shown, to prove, so that I can have the confidence to believe and relinquish fear and relinquish control and all the rest of it. It's been a step-by-step process. The Almighty, the ancestors are really, really taking their time with me. And every time I feel like I've made it a distance, and then I make it another distance, I realize how little I knew when I thought I had made a distance. So now I'm just in the energy where I know nothing, man. You just pour into me. Just pour into me. The cup is always half full. I don't want a full cup. I don't even want a half-filled cup. I don't want nothing in my cup. I want an empty cup. I want the Almighty to fill it from the bottom to the brim. Because when the Almighty's filling it with honey. Yes, sweet like the honey blood clot comb. And there's nothing more sweeter than when the divine puts it down. There's nothing more sweeter when the divine fills up the cup. There's nothing more sweeter than when you just let go and just let God. There ain't nothing more sweeter. Nobody should have any stress. Nobody should have any worries, because as long as everybody's listening to God, everybody's walking in the same direction. It's only when you start listening to some other voices, you know what I mean? Life gets peak, man. The devil has you on a promise that he cannot fulfill. He cannot fulfill. Everything he promises you, he cannot fulfill. It might look like fulfillment for a short period of time, but it's definitely not long-term fulfillment. Not unless you're willing to sell off and sell out. And if you're willing to sell off and sell out, then obviously you're selling your ticket. I don't want to use the word heaven because it puts a religious context on what heaven is. But to me, when I say you don't get the ticket in, you don't get the ticket into utopia. You don't get the ticket into the dimension where you'll be, and whether that dimension can be here on earth. You can have heaven here on earth. I'm not talking about that you have to transition in a deaf kind of way, because years ago when the ancestors and spirit told me that I was going to live to see like the new world order, I was about 10 years of age, crossing the road to go to the shops for my mum's house, and I was like, no, I don't want to be around for the mark of the beast. I was fully into the Bible at the time. Like, I don't want to be around for the mark of the beast. What are you talking about, spirit? The spirit was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna have the chip in my hand. And it was like, nah. But you will be around. It will be in your time. And as a 10-year-old, it was very, very scary. But here, as a 44 years of age, and knowing that's exactly what it is, I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part of this shifting consciousness. I'm honored to be a part of this new world order, because that is what's happening. Whether the dark side want that to be the case or not, that is what's happening. There is a massive shift, and if you feel it, you feel it. And the massive shift is so significant to the point where it's almost like it's at, to me anyway, it feels like it's getting to the point where you can put down all weapons. There's no need to fight no more. It's already in hand. There's no need to argue with people. There's no need to whatever. Talk your truth. Say what you got to say. Air frustration if you got frustration, because at the end of the day, it's all part of the healing process. Why should I be sitting here talking about family fighting against me and not call a bitch a bitch? If you're fighting against me, I have the right to say what the fuck I want about the fight against me. That's my story, because when they're out there chatting my name, they're not thinking about my feelings or whatever. They're just chatting shit. The difference is they chat shit and I chat truth. I won't be quiet. I've got lots to say. How you mean? I'm only on 100 videos in and I've only been chatting for less than a month. Do you know what I mean? Whole Spirit's got whole heap to say. Trust me, we're not done. We're not even start yet. You know, but at the same time, it's more than the bagger of it. It's more than the passer of it. It's understanding that this is multidimensional, and it's not a direct attack. It's an awareness. It's an observation. I'm saying that during these spiritual experiences, during my lifetimes, these are the things that I have seen, witnessed, heard, Spirit has said, downloaded. However the information's come across, this is the information, and there's a story to be told, a testimony to be told. You know, because it's awakening truths in me. When the woman was like, your past lives and everything, honestly, like, I have connected with so many past lives, and I know there's still loads of past lives to come, you know what I mean, on many different angles and many different forms, and I'm so happy, and I welcome it. There's so many more avatars to come, spirit animals, experiences, you know what I mean. They've been telling me to get down with the fairies from earlier on in this year, and I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've been going to the forest since 2022, putting things down for fairies and stuff like that. But, you know, understanding that these things that we know to be fables might not be fables. There's some truth in the Snow White story. There's truth in the Cinderella story. There's truth in the fucking Hansel and Gretel. Like these there's truth in there, because I'm seeing myself live that archetype. I'm seeing myself as Cinderella with my two sisters as the ugly sisters, and my mum as the step fucking mum. You know what I mean? Like my life is the scenario. The whole Sleeping Beauty, these motherfucking family have tried to bind me and put me to blood clot sleep so that I never connect with my divine kingdom spouse, my Prince Charming. But at the same time, it's not about even Prince Charming, because I'm here and I can rescue myself. I don't need the white horse, because that puts you in a state of vulnerability. It's a head fuck. But I'm telling you, you can go around the whole nursery rhymes and the nursery songs and all these Disney fucking things. The reason why they've got them repeat for the past 50, 60 years is because then these people have figured out what it is. So because they replay it to you like it's a fairy tale, it makes you think that, oh, that's got nothing to do with me, or don't be silly. Or every little girl considers themselves to be a princess until they grow up. But actually, you're a princess. You're a blood clot princess. You're royalty. You know what I'm saying? You're royalty. Anastasia, you're lost, but really you're royalty. It's a mad thing, man. It's a mad thing. The programming and the cycles are a mad thing, man. But you gotta get through these programs. You gotta undo these programs. You gotta undo these belief systems that are no longer serving you. You've gotta be prepared like a snake to grow out of that skin. And that skin can be the physical you. That skin can be the mental you, the spiritual you, the emotional you, even the fucking nervous system. You gotta be prepared to step out of that skin into a new nervous system. You know what I'm saying? Through alchemization. Yeah. But I did say I was going to do 10 minutes, and I can see that it's already 15. So I'm going to close this down. and say bye. And to the next one. Take it easy, all right? Mwah.